Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another edition of the Spurs Chat podcast. The FA Cup fourth round draw is just about to be made. We're minutes away from finding out who Spurs will face in the fourth round of the FA Cup. Of course, Spurs just beat Burnley 1-0 in the third round at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Friday with a fantastic Pedro Porro goal. I've got three very special guests to react to the Tottenham Hotspur draw in the fourth round of the FA Cup. Back with us is James Black, of course, the voice of Spurs. He is joining us live from Thailand, where it is 2:40 a.m. James, lovely to have you here. How are you?
I'm good, mate. Bit tired. You waking me up at 2:15 in the morning to go. I'm sorry. I'll be waking up anyway to watch the draw. But yeah, I'm a bit tired, but I'm excited. All the big clubs left in the hat.
Well, James, let's start the show with you because I want to know your favourite FA Cup memory.
My favourite FA Cup memory. I've got a few, but I think as a kid, I'd rewatch that final and it made me feel brilliant as a boy, and that used to get me for anything really. I used to do my paper rounds, come back and just rewatch that '91 Cup final, just the whole 90 minutes. I remember that feeling when that with the ball crossed in and they fall to their knees. That. Obviously, there's other stuff that was amazing throughout that '91 Cup route, but the final, as a paper boy, put my papers down, sit down, watch that every single morning for probably a year. That sticks with me, and that's when I was really, really sucked in as a Spurs fan.
You know, that kit that we wore in '91 actually remains my favourite ever kit. I know you're into kits, Matt. Yeah. Great. We've also got Matt Jones with us, of course, channel regular. Matt, I know you collect shirts. My favourite kit, I think, is the 1991 FA Cup final shirt because, of course, we won the FA Cup for the record 8th time then. Let's talk about your favourite FA Cup goal that you've ever seen.
There's been a few for sure. I think, obviously, Klinsmann at Anfield was a special goal. But for me, the one that sticks in my memory the most it was my first game at Wembley with my dad, actually. April '91, Gaza and that free kick against the enemy. Great moment. It was just too good to be true at the time, really. It was just perfect. Straight in that top corner, past David Seaman. And obviously went on, as you say, James, went on to lift the cup. And it's just been too long. 91. I mean, you would never have thought that would have been the last time we won the FA Cup, 8-time winners. So we're long overdue, but yeah, Gazza's against Arsenal, without a doubt. Good memories.
Well, we can't score any goals against Arsenal in the FA Cup this year because they've unfortunately been knocked out at this stage.
What a shame. Yeah.
What a shame. We've also got channel regular Craig back with us. Craig, how are you? And your thoughts on the Burnley win Friday evening? Of course, you were there with the family at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Friday. Postecoglou went extremely strong. We got the job done. It wasn't pretty, but you know, in cup competitions like this, it is about just getting through to the next round, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Look, 6 games, I think it is to get it to the final or to win it. So I don't really care how we get there as long as we get there, if I'm honest. It wasn't a pretty game at all. Everybody who watched it, I'm sure, will agree. Scrappy, battling with Burnley. They were never going to be, they're never just going to lie down and roll over and tickle their tummy. So, you know, had a few airy moments at the end. Had a few, you know, that one where the guy almost backheeled it over the bars right behind that goal, and it was inches away. It was that was close. But Pedro Porro's goal, probably the only highlight of the night. Cracking goal. I'm glad he went strong. Personally, I would have started with Hotspur rather than Skip, but it looks like Hotspur is perhaps on his way out, and body language tells the story. But even when Hotspur came on, I thought he was professional as always. So look, I'm just pleased to be in the hat for the next round.
The draw is literally just a couple of minutes away. I just wanted to get your thoughts on who you think we may get and who you would like us to get. If I go first, I really don't want us to get either Liverpool or Manchester City away. I don't mind having either of them at home, but I just don't want to play them away at this stage of the competition. And I would absolutely love to draw Maidstone, either home or away. That would be the perfect draw for me. What about you, James?
I'm saying that, yeah, because I want the players back. We've got a real shot at the cup now. So if we get somebody like Maidstone, then we're near on to getting to the 5th round, and then the players return. I think the round after that is February, the 5th round. Look at me looking forward. But I look into it, and I think it's going to be just one more round without Sonny, and which is a big loss. So yeah, Maidstone. I actually think we're going to get like a strong championship side. I've had that feeling all day, and that worries me a little bit as well. Like your Liverpools and your Man Cities, but only in would he not go super strong if it's like just a strong championship side, like we did at Fulham in the Carabao Cup. But I think he's found out what the fans want here, so I think he will go strong. But yeah, I want Maidstone, but I think it's going to be a strong championship side.
James, have you thought about doing an FA Cup song if we go far in the competition?
Yeah, there's actually talk about little bits of it. Yeah, I know the kit guy at Spurs, and you've got a few contacts at Spurs who there's been chats about some certain things. Yeah, but I don't want to jinx anything, so I don't want to think about that until later stages. But yeah, something will definitely be in the mix.
Matt, if I had to
get for Tottenham, probably just do that.
Matt, if I had to get a prediction from you, who you think we're going to draw in the FA Cup 4th round, who are you going to go with? And if you could choose our opponents, who would you like to see us play?
Yeah. Who do I want to avoid and predict? Worry is obviously City, Liverpool or Newcastle away. Or even West Ham, they get through. I think we want to avoid those fixtures personally at this kind of stage. And I would like to have a non-Premier League team, obviously, has that FA Cup feel. So I think for me, probably Coventry or Sheffield Wednesday. Maidstone would be great, but yeah, I'd be happy kind of at a lower league team. But personally, I'd like to see Sheffield Wednesday or Coventry.
Matt, what does the FA Cup? What does the FA Cup mean to you personally? Because of course, in '91 we won it for a record 8th time. You know, we were very used to going to cup finals up to that point, and we haven't been in an FA Cup final since that date.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, it's far too long. And for me, kind of boy growing up, that's what we were about. We're a good cup team. FA Cup was really important, and as you said, James, you build up for the day. It was a big event, wasn't it? And it obviously has diminished over the years, but for us as a club, it's important. It's a major honour, and it's too long. And it's been really disappointing. I think back to last year, going away to Sheffield United, and driving back, and not going with a strong lineup, and previous seasons where we've not taken it as seriously as we should have done. It's about time we start taking it seriously, and it's good. Like we say, the other night against Burnley, we've gone with a strong lineup, and it's about time we do that. And I think we do need to prioritise it this year. We're long overdue some silverware, and we should be trying to push for that ninth cup, in my opinion. I think for the fans, we want to see some silverware, don't we? It's been just too long, far too long. And for me personally, I think you should be taking every competition seriously, personally, to try and win it. So yeah, I'd like us to go deep this year for sure.
Absolutely, well said. Yeah, Craig, who do you think we're going to get, and who would you like to see us play?
As the other chaps have said, I'd love to get Maidstone, whether it be home or away. I think it'd be brilliant for them if we was to go down there. I've just got this feeling. It's funny, Matt mentioned it. I've got a feeling we're going to get the winners of the Bristol City West Ham game away. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling. I hope I'm wrong. I'll take that over Liverpool and City away, and none of them's going to be easy. So look, if you're going to win it, you're going to win it. You're going to have to come up against somebody good sooner or later. I'd just rather not do it.
I think it's quite a poignant moment in the season, isn't it? Because without the injuries, we have got a really strong chance, and this is just the last round left without the injuries. So it's a very big draw for us. Very big moment in the season.
It'd be lovely to get a team from the lower league, to be honest with you, because the last one we had, the Marine game was just. It was perfect, wasn't it, for Marine? The whole team was just brilliant. Yeah. I'm not saying that because we beat them 5-0. There's nothing to do with that, but it was a whole thing for Marine. And, it was It would have been brilliant. It's just a shame it was during COVID. And
Bale played. Bale played for that as well, didn't he?
Yeah, geezer in his back garden. So that's tweeted a picture saying, I can't believe I'm sitting in my back garden having a beer watching Gareth Bale play at Marine. So it's mental. But that's the magic of the FA Cup.
I met a few of their fans as well. I did a thing for Yorkshire Spurs up there, and I met a few of their fans there, and they all are very, very complimentary about Tottenham after what we did for them for the ground and stuff. So it's a nice story, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Well, Emma Byrne, 10-time FA Cup winner, and Gary Mabbott, of course, last captain to lift the FA Cup for Tottenham. They're both doing the draw. We're literally seconds away from the first fixture being drawn out. Mabbott's doing the draw, yeah.
Wow.
Hopefully, it'll bring us a little bit of luck. How important it is, Craig? How important is it? Would you say to get home draw for Tottenham?
I'd just love us to get home draws all the way through, like Manchester United seem to do. Normally, I don't know if they're at home tonight against Wigan. Does anybody know if they're at home tonight? I don't really pay attention to it.
Wigan are at home.
Oh
yeah.
Oh right. Oh, that's a change. To be fair, that's a change because Man, you always seem to get a home draw. But yeah, anybody at home, I fancy it, to be honest. But it would just be lovely to go through the run.
Do you know I got Gary Mabbott to sign my '91 Cup final top?
The first ball is out, and it's Watford. Watford at home.
Oh, Ricky Norwood, come on, Rick.
Against number 10, Southampton. So Watford will play Southampton.
Not Arsenal, no.
Number 22, Blackburn Rovers.
And we are 7, aren't we? We're number 7.
We're number 7. Gary Mabbott's drawing the away teams, by the way. Number 2, Wrexham. Blackburn Rovers will play Wrexham.
You want to see Liverpool and City out the draw early, don't you?
Oh, that'd be
draw
good.
each other. Draw each other.
Draw each other.
Yeah, be amazing.
That's the dream.
Number 26, Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Ooh, rather not have that.
Yeah. Number 24,
Swansea.
which is Swansea. Bournemouth against Swansea.
Okay. Okie dokie. God, the tension.
Liverpool, City, West Ham.
Number 9,
Chelsea.
West Bromwich Albion.
Don't want them. Not away.
Say that about everyone.
I know. Number 28,
Okay.
which is Brentford or Wolves.
That's all right.
32 teams left, isn't there, in this draw? So
Is this the one before the quarter? No, it's not the one before the quarters, is it?
no.
Number 6, West Ham United or Bristol City.
No, thank
Please be wrong.
I can see Matt shaking his head.
Please be wrong.
Number 19,
you. Forest
Nottingham Forest or Blackpool.
Oh, that'll be a tasty tie.
Could be Nuno.
God, yeah, I hadn't even thought of that. Imagine drawing Nottingham Forest.
Number 13, Leicester City, who of course are top of the Championship right now.
This is one of the ones I thought that we might get.
Could be us, can it? Winks and Madison.
Number 32,
Oh.
Hull or Birmingham.
So still Liverpool City. It's Liverpool City.
Maidstone are still in there.
Oh yeah.
Number 16, Sheffield Wednesday.
Here we go.
We haven't been there for a few years, have we?
I'll be up for that.
Number 27, which is Coventry. So Sheffield Wednesday against Coventry City.
We've still got Newcastle in there, haven't we? I think.
Yeah.
Anybody else's heart going a bit?
Number 25, Chelsea. Not Chelsea away. Come on.
No.
Liverpool.
It's not going to be. It's not going to
Liverpool.
be number 7. It's not going to be number 7.
Number 18, Aston Villa. Chelsea against Aston Villa.
That's good.
Ooh.
Big game,
That's
that.
probably televised, isn't it? No, they go for Giant Killers on televised, don't they?
Number 11, Ipswich Town. Now, this one would be a good one.
I'll take
We'll
that.
take that. Dane Scarlett going back to where he was on loan.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nice and
Number
low.
30,
Yeah.
Maidstone United.
was gonna
Ipswich
say
against
30.
Maidstone.
Oh.
Come on,
Could go through there, Maidstone. We'll get him in the 5th round.
Number 3, Liverpool. This is the one I really do not want. Liverpool away. Come on. Manchester City we want right now. Number 5, Norwich or Bristol Rovers.
Right.
Okay. Let's dodge one bullet.
It's an easy draw for them, isn't it?
Yeah, that's easy, isn't it? They've got a semi-final tomorrow.
Number 7, Tottenham are at home.
Yes.
Home draw.
I can hear my son Ben screaming, so
Come on.
oh no.
Number 21 is Manchester City.
Oh,
Tottenham against Manchester City. There you go. I said I wouldn't mind having them at home. Oh my God.
Can you
Tottenham
believe
against
it?
Manchester City.
Can you believe it? Oh my
Right.
God.
The last couple coming out now. Leeds United. I'll just get your reactions to the draw after these few others come out. Leeds United against Plymouth. Of course, Phillips has just gone on loan to Plymouth today.
Oh my
Number
God.
17, Crystal Palace or Everton. I can tell by the quiet mood of you all.
No, do you know what? I think for me, it's just shocking on anything, but
Yeah.
they will not want to come to us. Let me tell you.
Palace
but
or
then-
Everton v Luton or Bolton.
Right.
That's very true,
Well,
Craig.
just-
That's very true.
We're just
It's
quietly
just this one
confident,
round though
Chris.
where we've got these injuries, and it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
I can't see.
We've
Makes
New
the
beaten them
transfer
before.
window massive.
Newport
Yeah, it does.
or Eastleigh will be at home
Can you believe it? Honestly.
against Wigan or Manchester United.
Deary me.
I'm telling you now, Man City fans will be saying exactly the same as us. Oh no, not Tottenham. They'll be saying it. Trust me.
We'll have to be keeping a keen
makes
eye
sense.
on the AFCON and the Asian Cup to get the players back in time. What is it, the 26th?
It's the weekend of the 27th, 28th of Jan. These last few now, Sheffield United are at home and they will play Brighton. And you've got 2 balls left, which are Fulham and Newcastle. Let's just see who's going to be at home. It will be Fulham. Fulham against Newcastle. And that concludes the draw. So, James, let's come to you first. Tottenham Hotspur will face the champions, the Premier League champions, of course, European champions, Manchester City, world champions as well, Manchester City. Your thoughts?
My first immediate thought is it close to any European games they've got, or is it not? I'm hoping they've got like a lot of blockage where they're going to rest some players. I don't know, but yeah, it's the really bad draw, I think, because this is the one round where we needed a bit of help to get to the 5th round and all our players back.
Yeah.
So yeah, very, very tough. We just seem to do well against City, but I think we've only got about 8 players left, haven't we, at the moment? So yeah, I don't know.
They don't seem to score a goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, though, James.
Well, they might when we haven't got any centre backs. No, I know what you mean. There's a little part of me that's positive because we're at home and the fans are going to be brilliant. But it's such a tough draw on us, such bad luck with just that one round. That if it's in the 5th round, I'll be a lot more relaxed about it, having the home draw. But yeah, I think we was out Basuma, Sarr, Madison. I don't know if Madison's going to be back by then. Sonny. I think we really missed Sonny against Burnley. I think that's staying in my mind. That cutting edge up front, I think we really missed.
Matt, let's get your thoughts on the draw. Tottenham against Manchester City in the 4th round.
We said it, didn't we? Not surprised, City or Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough draw. I mean, as Craig said, they won't be enjoying that either. We are a bit of a bogey team from our ground. At least it's at home, I think, with the fans behind us. Hopefully we get some players back. Maddison, Van der Ven. But yeah, it's not necessarily who we would have wanted, but we've got hopefully home advantage. And you beat what's in front of you, right? It's just would have liked them. As James, as you say, you would have wanted probably 5th round or quarters. It's far too early to be playing them, I think. So that's a bit of a shame. But and we're at home, we've got to give it a go. And we have got a good record against them. Whether we'll keep a clean sheet again, I'm not so sure. But the way we play, but I think we've got to give it a go, and there's no reason why we can't progress. But it's going to be tough. It will be tough. It's just hope Son's back by then.
The thing is, though, Matt, when you're in a cup competition, you can't keep playing, lower league teams. You've got to beat the best teams at some point, haven't you? Whether you go to the final or whether you go to the semi-final or whatever round you're in, you've got to beat what's in front of you. And sometimes you've got to play the best teams to win.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing, is it now? Obviously, one of us is going to go out, City or Spurs now, and you've got Villa, Chelsea there. So you get through. Being positive about this, you get through. If you can get through it, what good a chance as any, then, haven't you? Really, to progress and go deep. And clearly, being at home, it could have been worse if we were at the Etihad. That would have been a real nightmare scenario. But we can beat anyone at home on our day for sure. The way we're playing, we're on the front foot. It would have been nice to have someone else, but we've got who we've got, and we've just got to put everything into it and make sure we get through the tie. Yeah,
Craig, let's get your thoughts.
Yeah, it's just the initial shock but not surprise sort of thing. Our luck this season has just been, I don't know, it's just incredible, the luck we've had this season. But it's a funny old season. Stranger things have happened. And like I said, City are not going to want to come to our stadium. They're going to think, how's your luck drawing Tottenham away, a stadium where they've never scored a goal, Yeah. So it's by no means a done deal that City are going to beat us. I think we've got as good a chance as if we have done playing them, to be honest with you. I didn't see us beating them first game of the season under Nuno, and we beat them. The Champions League run, we lost Kane, remember? And it's not ideal. I'm not going to lie, it's not ideal. It's not what I wanted. But if we can get through it, my God, we've really got a chance. We have really got a chance because, like you say, one of Villa and Chelsea's going to go out.
Great draw for Liverpool, isn't it?
You're gonna get other teams that are gonna struggle next round. There's some tricky ties here, and if we can just get past City, get our name in the hat for the next round, that'd be great. I'm just hoping I can get tickets for it. I'm not sure they're going to be as easily to get hold of as the Burnley game, but it's what it is. As you say, you can only beat what's put in front of you. City's been put in front of us, Premier League champions, world champions, but they've never beaten Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and let's hope that happens again.
Think of the confidence as well, Craig. I was going to say, you think of the confidence it could give us if we knock them out. That could really push us on for the rest of the business end of the season. So
imagine if Werner gets the winner. If Werner gets the winner, Timo Werner gets the winner. And that would shut a few people up, wouldn't it?
Where is his plane? Do you know what he's playing? His plane's around here somewhere, I think.
Yeah.
It arrived at Stansted 7 p.m.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. The last time we actually faced Manchester City in the FA Cup was 20 years ago, and it went to a replay at White Hart Lane, and City actually beat us 4-3 with a John Macken last-minute goal. Do you remember that, Matt?
Yes, I do remember that. Oh dear. Bad memories of that game. Yes, I remember that very well, Chris. Yeah.
James, let's come to you. Of course, Ange Postecoglou went strong against Burnley. You mentioned about centre-backs. Of course, hopefully we're going to get the Radu Dragusin deal over the line very, very soon, i.e. this week. Of course, Mickey van der Ven is back. Dyer looks like he's going out the door. Phillips has just gone out on loan. There seems to be a lot going on at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club right now. But with this tie, Spurs v Manchester City, of course, we know even if Pep Guardiola changes 5, 6, 7 players in his starting 11, it's going to be a very, very strong team. It kind of indicates where both teams are going to go strong in this competition. So this should be one hell of a tie in the fourth round. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, the 3-3 game was brilliant, wasn't it? And we was depleted then. I'm worried about the centre backs. Hopefully we get Dragusin. Is that how you say it? Dragusin? Hopefully we get him through. Mickey coming back's massive. But then the flip side of that, watching De Bruyne come on as sub and got an assist within about 8 seconds, didn't he, on the other side? So I think it's definitely going to be televised and one of the ones they're going to push. I think it's going to be an amazing game. two teams that play like a cup team. My mind can never stop going away from Tottenham are going to win, because my mind's just stupid. Don't gamble with your heart, but I still believe we've got a chance, definitely, because we've been doing so well against them. But yeah, I mean, I'll be lying if I weren't honest and said I'm a little bit gutted with it, the draw. But yeah, we'll go through. We'll go through.
Matt, let's get your thoughts on the signing of Timo Werner. Of course, nothing has been confirmed, but his flight did touch down at Stansted at 7 p.m. this evening. Apparently, he's having his medical tomorrow. Spurs got an option in the summer to buy him permanently for around 17 million euros. Your thoughts on the possible signing of Timo Werner?
I was surprised. I think most of us are surprised. It's come left field, isn't it, this one? Do like these ones that come out from under the radar, you know, but Werner, I think, I mean, it's low risk, isn't it? On loan with an option, try before you buy, essentially. And I try and be positive with this, because I think obviously he's got pace to burn, and you wonder in Angie's system that could work potentially quite well for us, and we need cover. But obviously he was between, I think, 2016, 2020, wasn't he? He was at Leipzig that first stint. He was reasonably prolific. Then obviously Chelsea bought him in, didn't work out so well there. And then obviously that second stint at Leipzig, it hasn't worked as well as he probably kind of hoped. Not a main starter this season. So you hope actually he's going to come in. He's got points to prove, come to the Premier League. And yeah, it's low risk for us. It's another body through the door, and hopefully it will give us a bit more kind of an option up top. And he's got that pace and points to prove. But yeah, surprised, really surprised, but not against it. Certainly not against it. I suppose the only thing that kind of you have a slight concern about longer term is that kind of fee. Was it 17 million euros as that option? You wonder, why is that price so low? You know, is it kind of technically, there's obviously issues, hasn't been scoring. Is there an issue with the manager there? I don't know, but yeah, I think for us, I'm kind of behind it. Certainly, bring him in, low risk, see how he goes, and if it works out, then you know we've got an option on him. It's not an obligation, so why not? It's good business for now.
Last question for you all. Let's start with you, Matt. Are you confident that Ange Postecoglou is going to get everything in this window that he wants to, you know, to get Spurs over the line and finish in those Champions League spots at the end of the season?
I mean, if you're going by previous form, I'd say no. But from what we're seeing at the moment, and we've obviously had to change the personnel with Scott Munn and others coming in, and for us, this year, this window, we're seeing a lot more kind of, if you like, a bit more action a lot earlier than we normally would in the January window in terms of incomings. So that's encouraging. And the fact, obviously, Werner looks like that's going to happen. If we can get Dragusin in. And the good thing is it would appear that Ange is also having final say on these incomings. And that, for me, is really important. It's clearance from him. So, yeah, perhaps it is a change in behaviour from the club and the board, and they are letting the new people, you know, press ahead with some of these incomings. Yeah, I would like to think that he's going to get the targets that he wants. Will it be enough for top four? Not sure. You never know. I mean, we're in the mix. You know, fortuitously, other clubs have been dropping points now, haven't they? Well, we've got back to some form, so we're within touching this. We're in good shape. I think FA Cup, like we said, I think that's what I want to see us really go for. But yeah, I think he's certainly at least going to get 2 in, isn't he, this window? Hopefully 3. I do think we probably need another creative player for cover. And obviously, centre back is just a minimum requirement. We get Dragusin in for me. So yeah, it's certainly encouraging at the moment. Certainly different to previous January windows.
Craig, same question to you. Are you confident that Andrew's going to get everything he wants to try and get Spurs to lift the FA Cup, finish in the top 4, and have another perfect window?
I think he'd probably ideally want three, maximum 4 players, and it looks like we're going to get 2 at least that we know about. And I think I said before that I think towards the end of the window, I'm not sure you're going to see many come in the medium term, but you might see another deal come through the door, perhaps the week of the FA Cup game. I don't know, just guessing. But if he gets a centre back in, I'd like 2 extra centre backs, to be honest with you. But I think we're probably only going to get the one. Werner, I've got my own opinions on that. I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm in the minority here, but I'm semi-excited by it. I've always liked him as a player. I've said on him many, many times, I love players with pace. And they've got to obviously have something about them. Because Adama Traore is probably the fastest player I've ever seen, but he couldn't do much with the ball at all at his feet. Whereas Werner, he has got those skills. I just think Chelsea ruined him. He was awesome for Leipzig the first time he was there. I think we played him, didn't we, when he was playing for Leipzig?
Yeah,
I'm sure we did.
I think
I went away.
Well,
And he was really good.
He tore us
really
apart.
Good. Yeah.
So he's got it in there, and I think Chelsea just ruined him. And look, they threw away Salah, they threw away De Bruyne, and they were wrong about them too. And I know Werner's a bit older now; he's 27. But if Ange can, if he's excited about playing under Ange, is what I've been reading. The phone call lasted 2 minutes. He's excited. He's going to want to play. If you want to be somewhere and want to play for somebody, that's worth tons. So I'm going to hold opinion on him. I'm fully behind it because of his pace. I think he's going to scare teams with that pace down the left wing or right wing, wherever it is he plays. But he can play across any part of that front line. So let's not write him off yet, for God's sake. He wants to be at Tottenham. I want players that want to be at Tottenham and want to play for Ange. And if he wants to be there, if we want to buy him, it looks like you probably get him for 14, 15 million. If we want to buy him, he could hit the ground running and get quite a few goals. So he's got half the season to go to prove himself, and he wants to get back into the national side, doesn't he, for the Euros? So he's got a point to prove. So he's going to want to be playing. So I think we're going to see a fair bit of him. I think we'll see him as long as there's no hiccups. We should see him against Manchester United. Let's hope he can bang in a couple against United and get a nice little win at Old Trafford, and then that'll tie us in nicely to the game against City.
And the interesting point as well that the Leipzig sporting director come out and said that Tottenham have told them that he's going to get a lot of game time. So let's wait and see on that front. James, lastly with you, the transfer window. Do you think Ange's going to get everything he wants in this window to help Spurs get that Champions League spot? Because, of course, we haven't had any European football this season, but we're all hoping that we're going to hear that Champions League music at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium next season.
Well, he did say he needs 3 or 4 windows to get what he exactly wants overall. But I think what we can do in January and what we'll get through, I think it will definitely be enough for top 4. I think we're going to see an incredible Tottenham Hotspur from February to the end of the season. I really do. I think you look at how we were cooking, and then if you put them injuries into Liverpool, Man City, the team from South London, those guys, if you put them injuries into those teams, they're dropping right down. And we've managed to stay up there by never giving up. And with, let's face it, the B side, really. And a lot of them are coming back in 3 or 4 weeks' time, and we're buying on top, it looks like. So, yeah, I do think we're definitely going to have enough for top 4. The FA Cup, I don't know, because this 4th round has come maybe a bit too early. But, yeah, I mean, I'd love to see it. If we go through against City, I think we'll become favourites then. I just think I'm so excited from February to the end of the season without any new signings. And I'm with the guys. I'm excited about Werner. I think that he'll have a point to prove. I think him and Ange seems to have clicked straight away. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And I would like 2 centre-backs as well, if I'm honest with you. I'd also personally like to sort of see a stronger number 2 in the goal. But I think Fraser Forster signed a longer contract, doesn't he? But I'd like to see a number 2 there that I can have a bit more faith in, because that would kill me, an injury to him. But yeah, I think for February to end of the season, definitely we're going to get top 4. I can't see there's no way not getting top 4 now.
If I can just ask you all a very quick score prediction. Of course, we face Manchester United in our next competitive game back in the Premier League on Sunday. James, score prediction for that game at Old Trafford?
2-1 Spurs.
Matt?
Same, 2-1 Spurs.
Craig?
2-0 Tottenham.
2-0. I'm going to go with 2-1. It's funny because on the last podcast, all four of us said 2-1 Spurs. So we're all confident of a win at Manchester United because they've been so up and down all season so far. James, thanks so much for joining us. Get back to bed. Where can people find you and what are you up to at the moment?
Well, I'm in Thailand at the minute. I'm just going around taking a break if I can, but I just constantly still obsessed with Spurs, which is why I'm doing all this stuff. I'm the voice of Spurs, all social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, across all that, and I'll be back at the stadium as soon as I get back. I think I might not be back in time for the fourth rounds. I didn't know it would be at home or not, but I'm definitely going to be back for Brentford and maybe for the fourth rounds. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, thanks so much for your time. And Matt, thanks so much for coming back on. Where can people find you?
Yeah, just on the handles there for Twitter and X and Instagram. So people feel free to reach out. And if they want any of their Spurs shirts printing, feel free to drop me a message.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Matt. And yeah, if you would like any T-shirts, do visit Matt's pages and put your orders in. Craig, thanks so much for your time. Where can people find you?
No worries. Yeah, at Demon9 on X. If you want to follow me, that'd be lovely. Yeah, City again. Always seems to come around a bit like England, Germany. Who I think we got enough to beat them. Though I do. They are. Yeah, absolutely. And they are not going to want to be playing us. So bring it on.
When is the next round of Champions League for City? When is the next game?
February. I think it's February.
It'd be February. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think it'd be that following week, actually, James. But they've got so much depth, as we've said. They've got so much quality, but they're so used to winning cup competitions. But like we've all said, they haven't scored a goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium yet. So it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a tough game. But
it'll go full strength though, won't he? Now that's a good bit. It'll go full strength.
It'll be a classic game.
Yeah, City needs to focus on the Champions League anyway.
Yeah, leave us alone, man.
That's it. Matt's told Pep, you concentrate on the Champions League, you leave the FA Cup to us. That's it. I'm fine with that.
And you're just copying him anyway, ain't so
Well, let's hope that Spurs can put a trophy in the cabinet because it has been so long. But James, Craig, Matt, thanks so much for your time this evening. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for listening. And until the next time, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.